In this video, I'm going to tell you everything that there is to know about this home, this location, and even what I think of the pricing. So this home was built by Caden Lee Homes and it was finished by Rosewood Homes. They're not too popular of a builder here in El Paso, Texas, but they've definitely built a good amount of luxury homes. The home itself is 3,022 square feet. It's priced at $650,000, 4 beds, 3 full baths, and it's sitting on 0.40 acres. As far as that price, I do think it's a bit low considering the exclusivity of this neighborhood and the custom features. That puts it at about $215 a square foot. And I've noticed that similar homes to this here tend to sell for about $245 to $295 a square foot. So I really wouldn't doubt if this home sold for more. The HOA fee is $160. That's going to be semi-annual. As for other homes in this neighborhood, The View, there's currently one other home and it's on Biddleston for $530,000. Definitely does not look anything like this home. Also, to put into perspective the price on this home, there's other homes all around El Paso in the high $400,000 range, built after 2017 with 3,000 square feet plus. So that puts into perspective that on this home, you're definitely paying for these upgraded features that you're going to see in the tour along with the neighborhood itself. As for this home, $650,000, there's nothing comparable to this home for $650,000 at the time of making this video throughout all of El Paso, like all parts of El Paso, nothing. It starts to get a bit similar around $850,000 or so. Into perspective how convenient this neighborhood is, you're about 4 minutes away from food, groceries, gyms, fun, the I-10, and even Home Depot. Also, there's not many homes in this neighborhood. There's a little over 100 homes in this neighborhood of The View. It's really like a little bit more private, not gated, but private community. Anyways, the best thing about this house is the height. The doors when you walk in are 9 feet. The ceilings in the living space in the kitchen, the highest point, because it kind of has that slant, goes all the way up to 20 feet. And the rooms are 12-foot ceilings. And usually you're looking at 10-foot ceilings for bedrooms, and that's considered tall. As for the lighting in the home, before I turned the lights on, honestly, it was already bright inside of the house because there's so many windows, big windows, tall windows in this home that brightens it up. The space in the house itself, the dining, kitchen, and living room, I don't think any one of those is oversized because sometimes you'll walk into a home of this square footage and the living space is ginormous, or the kitchen, or even the dining room, and all these seem, like regular living spaces. I would even argue that it feels like a living space in a 22 to 2,500 square foot home. I think that it's a good thing though, because the whole house is proportioned correctly. Each bedroom is a good size. The pantry is a pretty big pantry, opposed to some homes to where you walk into them, they're ginormous, and then the walk-in pantry's more like a step-in pantry. Now, something I want you to pay attention to is that this pantry I just walked into, it was accessed through the hallway that's connected to the laundry room, primary closet, garage, and primary bedroom. I really like this setup because the most important parts of your house are connected together, and from the garage to the kitchen, it's really not that far of a walk. But anyways, the primary bedroom, great size primary bedroom. French doors kind of take up a little bit of space in my opinion, but it makes the primary bedroom feel like it's the main one in the house, which is great. And this bathroom, you saw it has enough space to sleep inside of it. I like how the counters are completely separate because you don't always want to be too close to the person you're living with. A standalone tub and the wraparound shower are amazing, and the closet is long, not wide, but wide enough to not feel claustrophobic, and it has enough space for 2 people to comfortably put all their clothes in an organized manner to where it doesn't look cluttered, as you can see. Also, I love how the security system for this house is inside of the primary closet because that's where you want it to be. You don't want to give robbers easy access to your security panel in your garage so they can easily disable it. So it's a lot safer here. Moving on to the laundry room, it has more than enough space. It's not the biggest laundry room. You might feel a little crowded in there, but the cabinet space really makes up for it along with the sink. And the fact that you have that portrait window right there is great because it can get boring doing laundry And being a chismoso or chismosa can be really entertaining when you're looking out into your front yard. Now, we're about to get into the best garage that I've ever seen. And the reason I say this is because it has enough space to pretty much fit 4 cars in there and a motorcycle. And the ceilings are so tall that if you wanted to, you could throw 2 lifts in there and fit 8 cars in there. This garage is a great garage. It's so unique. And you can see those slants to where the ceilings get real tall are those accents on the outside of the house. The current seller was using this extra storage space kind of as a room to do some painting. But as you can see, I mean, this garage looks huge and it has a ton of stuff in here. So you can only imagine what it looks like empty. Anyways, I love how the important parts of the house are all on one side, because right now I'm going to take you to the opposite side of the house, which are where the other bedrooms and bathrooms are. I like how that's on the other side because you're not going to go to that other side every single day unless, of course, you have smaller children that you're constantly attending to, and then when you're cleaning there. But really, you just have to stay on one side of the house for the most part. Before I take you to the other side of the house, I'm going to show you the backyard. And I want to warn you, it's not a huge backyard and it doesn't have a pool. But for El Paso, this is a huge backyard. We're sitting on 0.40 acres right here, and that's extremely uncommon in El Paso unless you're completely on the outskirts. Also, this house doesn't have a pool. If it did have a pool, if the backyard was fully landscaped, it would be priced way higher than $650,000, possibly $720,000 to $750,000. And you could just see how big this backyard is. I mean, there's enough space to ride dirt bikes here, and the rock walls are all tall, except for the right side. It's kind of average. But anyways, when I get closer to this porch, you're going to notice that there's a door on the left-hand side. That door leads into a restroom. That way, when you have guests over, they can use that restroom. They don't have to go inside your house. Like if you plan on putting a pool there sometime, they don't have to wet inside of your house. While I walk to these other bedrooms, I'm going to tell you how much it would cost more or less to build this home from the ground up with today's prices with a custom builder. So for the most part, most custom builders are around like $173 a square foot, and then they charge you the price of the lot. And that's starting, without upgrades. So these huge tall ceilings, certain light fixtures, certain sliding doors, tall ceilings in the bedrooms, you can in your head exclude that on this starting price, but it would be starting around $642,000 in the Horizon area. Moving on, that bedroom that I just walked out of is my absolute favorite bedroom that's not the primary. It has so much natural light. It's crazy. It's so cute. The closet space is pretty good. This restroom, I love the double vanity. You need double vanities all the time. And you got some storage space right here. As you can see, you're not too far away from your living area, but you're separated enough for privacy. They're currently using this somewhat as a baby room. This is more of a normal room. The lowest point of the ceiling is about 10, and the highest point jumps all the way up to 12 feet. The doors are all 8-foot doors. So just walking through this house, no carpet by the way, you feel like it's a luxurious house. This is the last bedroom they're using as an office. The bathroom connects to the outside. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home in El Paso, Texas, I really pride myself on educating people to the best of my ability, to the highest ability possible. So feel free to call me. I'm not too busy for you. I have time for you.